Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Scorps, we're going to have some fun. Well, we are having some fun this week. I'm having some fun. I hope you're having some fun. Some days, though, and some moments in some days can be different. But what I'm doing, oh my God, I can't even believe it's there. That's so funny. I meant to tell you about this, okay? Because it has a little bit to do with you, which is interesting because of deep, dark depths of Scorpio. And I do apologize. I'm having trouble with my D's, the things in my mouth. Anyways, my beautiful, wonderful Felicia, who does all my orthodontic work under the professional guise of the dude, the dentist specialized jaw guy. Anyways, so Scorpio, shout out to Felicia because she's a Scorpio, and who better to torture me, right? But she's also so kind. She's so kind with her torture. So Scorps, we're gonna use, there it is. We're gonna use my Rider-Waite Tarot deck. We're gonna do a Celtic Cross, and I haven't pulled this deck out in a while because I've been studying with it. I've been trying to be smarter. You know, I've been trying to put more stuff into my little gray cells in my brain, which isn't always easy. Being a single mom, being in the middle of pandemic, and all the shit that goes on in everybody's life once you become an adult is not so easy. You guys all know that. So, it took me a few months, and I still don't know everything. So I wrote it on my cards because I like it. So you know what I learned about the Five of Cups? It's kind of considered the minor arcana of the death card. It's like a minor death, right? It's not necessarily a huge, major transition that has occurred, or like every aspect of your life has been affected here and you're doing a whole new rebirth. It's some sort of disappointment about something not working out the way you kind of hoped it would. The door may not even be fully closed because it's not like a major arcana. It's not saying the door is closed, but it is a disappointment. So, I'm bringing it up because this is a card in question for something that I got called out on this week. And I'm only bringing it into this video. I made a comment about it in my community feed. Because too, I guess one thing that I'm learning when you're in the public eye, although it doesn't matter. People are still assholes. It doesn't matter what public eye, non-public eye you're in. People can still be assholes. And I will call them out on that because there's asshole behavior. And then there's also, you know, someone said in the comment, this is just another beautiful teacher helping you. This person has to look at themselves. I've already learned about assholes. I don't learn any more about assholes. But, so we're going to see, so what we're bringing in. This is going to be spicy. I'm feeling very spicy, and the synchronicities that are lining up with this are crazy. Because I wasn't even thinking about who I was coming up here to do the reading for yet. I thought, I have time. My son and my little dog, Lily, are at their dad's, so the house is empty. I have a minute. I'm going to find the book. Where's my book? This is one of 3 books that I've been using to kind of study with. I'll put a timestamp because some people are going to get anxious about when this reading starts. One of 3 books that I've been utilizing to try to learn more about incorporating astrology and astrological energy into the tarot. And I mean, I'm sort of learning I'm a very intuitive reader. That is my strong point, and I'm never going to throw that away, but I want to put a few more building blocks in what makes me who I am and what I do. So that's what I was doing. So I also, oh gosh, maybe a year or more ago, got into Cartomancy a little bit. I haven't used it very much. I do remember using it for you guys. Yeah, in one of your readings, because I thought, oh, Scorpio, this will be good for Scorpio, because this deck does not mince words. Does not mince words, right? Well, what do we got here? Confusion that may lead to significant problems in relationships if not resolved. These are really kind of in your face. I spent quite a bit of time studying too. Not so much what suits these represent in the tarot, because I don't want to look at them like that. I can use any tarot deck to say, you know, to pull out another 5 of Cups on top of a 5 of Cups. I want some juicier shit, man. I want to go a little bit deeper. And I know you can appreciate that, Scorpio. So we're going to do Cartomancy is coming into this reading. So how does this all come together? So I'm looking for this book. It's literally sitting right beside me. I don't know. Oh, I didn't see it because there was another book on top of it like that. That's how that was going. So I didn't see it. Sitting on the shelf beside me. I'm looking on the shelves over here. I'm looking over there at my other desk. Well, it's not really a desk. It's pretty small. And I'm looking downstairs. I'm looking at my bedroom. Like, where the hell is this book? Because I finally had the time to go and see if I was really wrong about this card. So the story is, I believe it happened to Gemini. She's deleted her comment now anyway. She's probably unsubscribed, which is better for all of us. And so of the Mars and Scorpio. Okay, this is the first of the 3 deacons in Scorpio. That's what my book is telling me. So if I'm still wrong, it's not me, it's the information that I'm getting. And so basically the comment was, I'm paraphrasing now because it's gone and I can't. It was, where do you get this information? Like, this is so incorrect. Like, it was pretty like that. And like, oh my God. It's just like, it was really, you're such an idiot, Cindy. It's kind of how, and it's not the first time that this person has done that. She's apparently like an astrologer. Anytime I bring astrology into my readings, she calls me out on something. You made a mistake here. This is wrong. What is your problem? You don't know. Like, why do you follow me? Just to criticize me? So I got upset. I thought, you know what? I appreciate it. If I made a mistake, any of you, please tell me. And it happens. Or sometimes I go back and I watch a reading, and let's say, I don't know, like this. I might call this the 9 of Swords. I've seen other readers do it too. It's the 9 of Wands. Sometimes it happens, but then sometimes I think, you know what? I think that happened for a reason too, because it's intuition and the message could be for someone. Yeah, right? If I call this out as the 9 of Swords, but it's actually the 9 of Wands, yeah, maybe you're actually feeling so defeated and fatigued about a thinking process. It's just driving you around the corner. Oh, look at that. Isn't that funny? We talk about that with the devil sitting right there. So, like, things come out as, I don't know if you can call it mistakes. Also, being an artist, I don't really feel like anything ever is a mistake. I feel like it's an opportunity to reassess something and decide if you want to curve it more, straighten it more, add more color, less color. What do you want to do with it? You know, anyway, so I came up and I realized, oh, okay, I am doing Scorpio, and it was this card that I was being called out on, and I looked it up in my book, and I'm not wrong. I wasn't wrong. So not was I called out on something in a very harsh way that I'd made a mistake. I didn't make a mistake after all of that. So anyways, I know y'all like, are you not woke? So, oh, I'm woke. I'm so woke. I'm so done with dealing with people that don't look at themselves. And I have no problem with telling them to look at themselves at this point. I really don't. I don't need to be kind about it anymore because they're not kind. So I think it's really appropriate when you give things out there, expect to receive it back. That's all I'm saying. If you give me love, if you tell me, you know what, Cindy, you're doing such a great job, but just, I think that might be incorrect. Just double check it, hon. Or even offer, you know what, if she's so good in astrology, why wouldn't she even just email me and say, I can help you with some of this stuff. I can give you some good resources to follow. I don't know, I'm going on a tangent. Just because, I don't know, it does upset me dealing with people, because she did. Someone else described it in the comments. I guess they've been doing sort of the same sort of thing that I am on YouTube, and sort of discovering, she described it as the mean girl complex. There's a lot of them out there. Women can be very mean to other women. I'm so tired of that shit. I really am. Like, it's a difficult sex to be in a patriarch society. Why can't we help uplift each other? Maybe I should make this a general message, because it's really pissing me off to the point that I'm not just going to look at it and say, this is just another beautiful teacher coming into my life to help me learn about being more accepting and just, that shit, really, honest to God. I'm not. If you want to come into my life and like offer some sort of creative criticism, please do, but you don't need to try to lift yourself up by pushing me down. And that's where that is. I am so done with that. Right, Scorpio? It's enough of that shit. So, don't get Aries, Gemini going. And she was a Gemini too. She goes into Gemini readings anyways. Yeah. So Scorpio, isn't that all interesting? I just feel like, I don't know, it's kind of interesting that this all comes around, this Mars and Scorpio energy, right? And here we are. It's time for your readings, love. Let's burn some incense. Let's be very kumbaya now about this, Scorpio. I feel like we can put it to rest. I've investigated it. Please let me know if my book is wrong, because I don't want to be spreading incorrect information, but I still go off intuitively. I think this is a beautiful description of this card. because it's Scorpionic energy, and it's kind of described as the minor arcana of the Death card. What a way to look at that. Oh, I love it. So let's burn some stuff. Because my Mars is all upset right now, and you know, I'm an Aries. An Aries. Let's do sweetgrass. Shall we do sweetgrass? Scorpio. Let's do sweetgrass. And I think, I think it's very important. I think it's very important for spiritual leaders, any leaders of any kind, to really just stop being so mediocre and saying, they're just teaching us to be patient. They're just teaching us. No, people are walking over other people. It's time to stand up and stop allowing that to happen. That's what I'm doing. I've really had enough. I will champion every one of you, left, right, and center, but I won't hesitate to champion myself. I'm so done. That was the other thing. Oh, Scorpio, I feel like I'm laying in my psychiatric chair for you right now. Yeah, I'm letting it all out. Scorp, like I said, there'll be a timestamp for you here. Oh, gosh, yeah. And then, the next day, then I went to the Chinese grocery store, and I'm only just pointing it out as that because they got all sorts of really cool stuff there. And I haven't been there for a bit because it's a bigger store, and it's just been easier not to deal with lineups and stuff. But I thought, I'm going to get my son some sushi because they sell some sushi there. It's not like expensive or fancy, but it'll do. So I'm going to do that for lunch because it's quick. It's a little less expensive than going to the actual sushi place. Getting the sushi. I should have brought it up. I have my sunglasses up over my head here, and I have my little mask on. And I'm going through the checkout. Do you know what the girl at the checkout says to me? Are you a senior? Do you get the seniors discount? I said, what? What did you just ask me? She said, are you a senior? And she's so like, I said, no, I am not a senior. I thought, you think I'm a senior? What? So, yeah, I just feel like, so I was calm about it. So maybe she's just everybody. Or maybe, and then, so she's bagging the bit of sushi, and I'm thinking, okay, like, just be calm. That's Cindy. So I thought, well, like the drugstore, Shoppers Drug Mart, I think it's 55. Like it's considered a senior. I'm 49, so I mean, I'm only 6 years away from that. So I thought, well, maybe it's kind of like that here. Maybe it's even 50. Okay, like maybe, every place has their own policy. So I said to her, real calm and collected, what do you guys consider a senior? 60. What? That's what I put. What? You think I'm 60 years old? I don't know. What kind of a week, huh? That's what I'm telling you. Like, it can be good days and bad days. You can have good days and there can be moments in that day. You're like, what are you telling me, girl? And she's still so serious. I said, I'm 49. Are you telling me you think I look like I'm 60? Or she wouldn't say anything. I'm not coming back here to... Okay, Scorpio. Let me write down the time here. 13:40. We'll put 45 by the time I put this book away. Scorpio, how are you? You ready for your reading? Oh, let's see what these cards want to tell us, Scorp. Let's see. Let's get into the big, bad, and the ugly, and the dirty, and let's find the clean. Oh, sweetgrass smells so nice. Right, Scorpio. Celtic Cross with this tarot deck all mucked up by me and followed up with the Cartomancy. Scorpio. Oh my God. Right now, you have the Ten of Swords. A painful enlightenment. An ending. Sun and Gemini. All those Gemini cards are hard, man. They are. Your challenge. It's the Ace of Swords. It's sort of like all the truth that you knew, it's gone. And all the truth that you knew on some level represented how you recognized yourself. So now the challenge is, what the hell is the truth? What is the truth? What is my truth? Where am I going? And how can I portray this? How can I find it for myself and portray it outwardly? That's really interesting to get that in that combination. Your focus, or it's actually, yeah, like your focus, kind of like what you're focusing on. You're focusing on the King of Wands. You're pulling in your Mars energy. Maybe this is like the synchronicity of how this is led up all week to come to a climax right here in your reading. Tons of fire coming in for you right here, right now. Fire and water, Scorpio. That's what you are all about. You're focusing on your confidence, your courage, your charisma, I want to say your spontaneity, your leadership. I feel like this is how you're meeting the challenge. You're actually not trying to figure out on an intellectual level, like almost as if, okay, well, how would someone define me now after everything I've been through? How would I define myself? How would I put that in writing, or how would I describe that to people? Who am I? You're not finding it in writing. You're finding it in your experience. You're finding it in how you want to explore and move forward. Your approach, how you want to live or lead by example. That's how you're finding it. It's not something that can be defined on paper for you right now. In your past, you have the Page of Wands, connecting fire to spirit, messenger, passion, and discovery. It's like taking this little bit of you and now you're making it bigger. You're taking this little itty bitty part of you, of the passion, of the fire within Scorpio, this exploration, this sense of discovery, and you're giving it direction. You're grounding it. You're giving it a foundation that is leading you forward to start getting the answer for this. And I feel like it's almost like how other people would describe you. You're going to develop a knowing about yourself that isn't based so much on the intellectual. This is more the feeling and the passionate side of Scorpio that becomes your new definition. So your strength, oh yeah, okay, I saw that. It tried to come out. Well, it slipped. It was sticking. It was sticking. It's the Seven of Cups. Your strength is the exploration. Your strength is not knowing. This challenging ending, I mean, anytime the Ten of Swords is some sort of challenge, it's a challenge to our ego. It's a challenge to who we thought we were, or who at least we were up to a point, because that was serving our journey. That was absolutely part of what we were doing. And now things have changed for you and you're rediscovering like really who you are. Your strength is to have more options than maybe you know what to do with. Your strength is to work through the illusions, perhaps, of what exists around you, but may not actually be you. When it's Venus and Scorpio, look at this. I love that. See, isn't that great to do that? Scorpio going deep down into the depths of their heart and their emotions and putting all the pieces together. This is not just one piece of a puzzle. This is a complex puzzle. The depth of you is complex. That's your strength. Your future. Gosh, it's the Eight of Swords, which is interesting because it's Jupiter and Gemini. Remember I said like all these Gemini, these deacons in Gemini are really difficult energies. Forced to assess your situation, blinded by too many options. But it's actually your strength. It feels as if it's the transition that you're going through right now, Scorpio, is designed in a way to push you away from defining yourself on this more air thought created process. It's not this. This is not something that can be articulated. This is not something that can be easily explained. So in the future, I feel like still kind of wrapping your head or your emotion, wrapping your head around it. It's a whole lot of, with these cards, it's a whole lot of Scorpio being more defined by your emotional and your instinctive attributes. And it could even be like, maybe you were like, maybe you could have even been involved in like work projects that were just much more intellectual, and they weren't so much going into deeper aspects of your instinct, your creativity, your desires. That's a whole switch is happening here. Maybe it's just a small element of your life, or maybe it's your entire life. Your guidance is the Three of Pentacles, built through partnership. Mars in Capricorn. It's the fire. The fire is your guidance right now. The fire is part of your past where it started off small and it's become bigger. And it's something that you're meant to keep growing with here. What you need to know is the Ace of Wands. See, your new beginning is all about instinct. I'm really hearing like instinct. Instinctive Scorpio. And your instinct is going to be hot and on fire. That's how you need to lead yourself. No more using your head. Like, not, you know what I mean. This is just like, this is intuition. I always like to think of intuition on really different levels here, where, and what, I won't get into all of them. I'm just going to get into what's coming up for you. You're actually pretty cool because you do have fire and water. So you're going to be utilizing the more instinctive intuition, which to me is fire, is wands, is what is your gut telling you. That's where your new exploration of yourself is here, Scorpio. It's hot, it's quick, it's primal drive, it's desire, it's passion, it's energy, it's summer. So it's associated with summer. Got that in my book too. It's summer, which is the fruit is on the trees. It's ready to be picked and enjoyed. Ooh, this is a good energy coming out of something that was difficult, but it feels like you're actually getting yourself back into who you really are meant to explore here. And maybe it has something to do with the change of season. Isn't that interesting? Because if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we are going into summer. And here you have that for what you need to know. Your hopes and your fears are the Ace of Cups. I feel like that's more of a hope than anything. That's autumn. And what is this? The Ace of Swords is spring. So that's the challenge. That's really interesting because, I mean, we're just coming out of spring. I think we just hit summer. We're just past the summer solstice. And then your hope and your fear is sitting in autumn. God, we haven't even gotten into the Cartomancy yet. And you're getting like so much detail in this reading. Your feelings, your emotions, your joy, your sorrow, your love, your compassion, your forgiveness, your intuition, your fertility, your creativity. It's like taking your primal drive and alchemizing it. Or I don't want to say alchemizing it because that's almost like changing it from one thing to another. I mean, it might be, but it feels a little bit more like mixing it and melting it together with like everything I just talked about, your emotions, your love, your sorrow, the depth of Scorpio. Oh, this is a really awesome energy. You realize like you have 3 aces here on the table right now. Your outcome is the Fool. Oh yeah, you're taking like all of this energy, Scorpio, and you're going to do something with it. You're going to find freedom, revolution, a new beginning, a fresh start. There's the air energy, right? Like this is Aquarius energy. There's that air energy that you're struggling with. It seems like you're struggling with it right now. But see, it had to be completely transformed for you to know who you're going to be. It's unconventional from who you've ever been before. It's almost not recognizable. You'll recognize it because it's going to feel comfortable. This is a comfortable, I feel like this is a very comfortable energy for you. But outwardly, other people might be looking at you and going, who the heck is Scorpio right now? Who they meant to be. What do you got at the bottom? What is all this? Oh, it's so holy. This goes on and on and on. Let's get into that later. Let's go into the Cartomancy, Scorpio. Where you are right now. The challenge is the Ace of Swords. I almost feel like we've almost pushed through a lot of challenges. Like just in this reading. With this 10 of Swords, you've got the 5 of clubs. Time for a change. Learn something new, hobby or sport. This kind of reminds me too of that. I see it a little more in the 9 of Swords than the 10 of Swords. But like the 9 of Swords is leading up to the 10, where too much thinking, not enough action in life gets you in your head, and it gets like it's almost like a paralysis of the mind. It just keeps going over and over and over again in something. So a time for a change. Like this is what this is for you. This is your time for change. That's what it is. All the other elements here, learn something new, a hobby or sport. That to me is just talking about like, these are kind of like physical things. The hobby and sport is usually doing something a little more physical. And I definitely feel that too with the King of Wands. This is a very physical energy. This is the kind of person, this guy's going to go skydiving. He's going to go water skiing. He's going to go for a hike. He's going to build a sandcastle with the kids. Like this is the kind of energy that is going to do all that fun sort of stuff. That's your focus. Keep focusing on it. Your challenge. Oh, this one. This is the Jack of Spades. The Jack of Spades and the Queen of Spades are not good ones. A negative person in your life who may betray you or hold you back. So there might be something that feels like it's holding you back. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a situation, but it's got the energy of negativity around it for you. And it does feel like it's a challenge for your new truth. But your new truth is not really supposed to be explored on an intellectual level here. Your new truth, it's deeper than that. It's things that can't be articulated, which is sometimes like what I find, like, because language to me can be limiting. Sometimes I think it would be like the Egyptians probably had more detail in their description and their communication through the hieroglyphs that they've created than we have with just like the written word. Because I can pull out a tarot card and it's almost like the word doesn't exist for me to tell you what I'm getting from it. So that's actually how I would describe this transformation for you, Scorpio. There isn't words to describe it. So if there are words or people around you that are, you know, maybe even challenging, like, well, why are you doing that? Or why did you decide to start doing that instead? Like, you know, this does feel like a challenge, but it's not even the right question because it can't be answered the way they're asking you. So your focus. Ooh. This is cool. So you have, right, you got your focus is the King of Wands. Then you have the 6 of Spades. Fate will soon strike and impact your work or finances. This feels like a tower moment almost, but it feels like you're kind of creating tower moment energy, which again is Scorpio. It could be Scorpio or Aries energy is your reading, so I'm going to give it to you. It is creating the basis for you to follow more of your destined path here, right? I really feel like that's the King of Wands. I'm going to do that. I don't care what you think about it. I'm going to do it. It's my path. It's where I'm going. It's how I'm taking it there. And because of that type of energy, fate will soon strike and impact you because you're following your fate. You're following your destination now, your destiny. In the past, you had the 3 of Diamonds. Indecisiveness regarding money, which may lead to arguments and legal issues. Well, that's kind of interesting. It could be money. It doesn't have to be. Okay, what this basically feels like to me, because this energy is smaller than the King of Wands, and this is in your past, but this is your focus. now. So it's some sort of indecisiveness, whether with you or someone else, or just trying to come to a decision with someone together on that, that made you feel kind of like smaller than you were, than you are. And you've come up past that now. I don't want to sit too much into the past, because your future is where like your energy is really steamrolling you there in a big way. So let's just let that sit. That's the past. The past is the past. Your strength is the Seven of Cups. The Jack of Diamonds. Someone who will be the bearer of bad news. I'm telling you, this is... I want to clarify both your lightning strike here, your fate, your strike from fate, and this one. So you may, but that's your strength. Okay, let's come back to the past. If something was unknown, there was some sort of indecisiveness about a situation. Maybe it has something to do with money or work. You may be hoping for a better answer than what you're going to get. But I feel like, though, it finally gives you the clarity. I mean, at least then you finally know where you stand with something, or how something's going to unfold or work out. But we'll see. We're going to use my teeny tiny tarot to clarify stuff. Look at this, too. One of the things with this card, the Seven of Cups, is offer too good to be true. Illusions and effort needed to push past that. I think it confirms for you something that you thought would be too good to be true. Someone might have made you a really good offer in the past and you thought, yeah, no way. But, you know, there's a little bit of hope. Well, maybe. That'd be great if that happened. It becomes your strength, though, because I think it gives you direction. But your future is the Eight of Swords. So you're kind of, circumstances forcing you to assess a situation. I really like that, because so often, too, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to explore more the meanings of some of these cards, because we kind of get, even myself, get hung up on certain definitions of them, and it's hard, it can be hard to move past those. So, and I do, like, most of the time I hear other tarot readers saying, you know, you're all in your head, you're making yourself believe you can't move forward because the path is clear. But I don't know, the more and more I've been looking at this card throughout COVID, I feel like, you know what, it seems more like the universe will have certain things play out around us to make us go in that state. It's not like, well, it's your fault. You're just, you know, in your head too much. There's an external force on some level, and it's being created to force you to assess your situation. It's kind of stopping you from moving forward. It's as if like your spirit guides, the universe, God, whoever's got this all playing out here, knew, I know, if this happens, Scorpio won't go forward on it. It's the kind of thing that'll trigger them to step back, because I want them to assess their situation, right? Like, what a healthier way to look at this card. Blinded by too many options, which is interesting, because it's your strength. It's all happening. It's literally all happening, Scorpio, to get you to assess your situation. But like, everything else looks so much better. I just love this reading for you. It's almost as hard as like some of the messages kind of are. We can see how it's coming around, tell you this is, you're going to assess shit and you're going to run. You're going to have like a brand new start. There's going to be no baggage there, no swords in your back. Okay, so look at this. So then your future, right, is this. Being forced to stand still. Don't move forward. Why? You have the Ace of Diamonds. You can put out a lot of diamonds here. An important message coming relating to your love life or business life. See, there's a change. The aces too are like, well, it's an ace. An ace is an ace. So now you have 4 aces on the table. Through the Cartomancy and the tarot. Oh, this is gonna be a long reading, especially with my rant at the beginning. You know what? I kind of feel like my rant was meant to happen to clear out any bullshit energy. Like there was no bullshit. This reading for you, Scorpio. Your guidance here is the Three of Pentacles. You have the Two of Cups. Well, the Two of Hearts. It's like the Two of Cups to me, a union of hearts. Spend quality time with those you love. Oh, man, this is great energy. Your guidance, don't put up with people that give you shit. Don't spend your time or your effort. Don't put it towards that. Create things with people that you really, it is give and take, an equal give and take, perhaps an equal sense of physical give and take. Like you're not being asked to always carry a heavy burden or do all the physical work. Also in terms of collaborating, like sharing ideas and sharing them in a way that create growth, that you can build something with through the heart. Oh yeah, Scorpio, things are really changing here. Look at you. You need to know you got an Ace of Wands coming in. Your Ace of Wands, you've got the Seven of Hearts, a partner or friend who is, what does that say? Oh, oh shit. What is this? A partner or friend who is undependable and will let you down. Oh, but you see, if you go into this situation, there's more than one person here. There's usually three. There should be three. This card is showing us three. There is more than one person in this situation. This is weeding through the shit. This is going through the, what is that? Like, the word, getting rid of the shaft to find the seeds. That's what you're doing here. You're going through all that shaft. You're peeling it off to find the seed, to find the prizes here. Someone in this collaboration may let you down, but then you get your answer. Then you know who you can trust, and you know who has your back, and that you know who is not just a good time friend. Your hopes and your fears, the Ace of Cups. I just think, I want to say too, I don't know, maybe. You guys tell me in the comments. Scorpio's one, I want to say one of the top energies that to me, I don't feel like has a lot of fears, but maybe you guys just put on such a good front and you are so good at hiding like your emotions and energies. I feel like we've come to really know each other really well, for those of you that have been on my channel for a while. Because early on doing Scorpio readings, I had a lot of difficulty having cards come out. And I felt like it was almost, you may have been feeling me out. Like, how much can we trust Cindy with this information? What will we let her see or not see about us? And over time, I feel like your readings have become much more fluid between you and me. And there's a lot less hidden under the surface when I do my readings with you. So, but I know that you still have the ability. Like, I feel like I could come into a reading with you, Scorpio, and you could block it. Like, you could, like, stop it. Nothing's coming through. So maybe you do really put on a good front, like when things really do frighten you. But I feel like if anything frightens you, I'd almost feel like you're almost investigative about it. Why? Let me see. Let me look into it. Like, so for this spread to have a hope and a fear, I feel like it's a lot more about a hope for you, is to hit your water element. You have the Five of Diamonds. Change is coming. Could be positive, new job, or negative, unexpected expense. It's a freaking hope and a fear, isn't it? So this is interesting. This feels like either your work or your finances could somehow have an impact on your emotions, or at least on a new emotional beginning for you. It's almost like realizing the connection between where you can spend the majority of your day and your time is like, can have an impact on how I feel, right? Like, yeah, I mean, and finances too. Money doesn't buy happiness, they say, and it doesn't, but it does create and build stability and predictability and comfort. So, you know, it's easy for a rich man to say it doesn't buy happiness. You know, looking at a poor person living in the slums or living in government housing and say, well, I'll tell you, I'd be a hell of a lot happier. I was living in that castle than this bachelor apartment that's full of cockroaches and rats. It's true. It really is true. So let's not look past that. There you go. Your outcome, baby. Oh, did I say there'll be an extended reading? This is so bad. Ah, the Queen of Diamonds. There she is. A sophisticated woman who loves to party and gossip. Danger from a so-called friend. She may be jealous of you. Be careful. Okay, that I feel. And I feel like it comes back down here. You're going to get, what you need to know is, you're going to get some sort of new beginning here. This new beginning is sort of, let's say, I feel like it's catapulted forward by coming to some sort of realization about who really has your back and who really doesn't, who's really a friend and who isn't. And you're probably going to discover that because it's your guidance is to go ahead on something. If you got a little project with some friends, or you have a new work project, or there's certain people that you all need to kind of be a little bit reliable for each other. When doing this, whatever it could be for you, go in and do it. Even if you think, I think someone might let me down here. Go in, hoping for the best and planning for the worst. I think that was actually Gemini's reading, which is funny that that's coming around again. Because it's going to enlighten you about something. And you are getting a fresh start here. I feel like there might be a little bit, you might feel a little bit from this person. Maybe they sent you a couple messages like, well, aren't you so special now doing your own thing? It's a little bit like that. It's a little bit like that. This is the kind of energy. I mean, this is a sophisticated person. This is not an uneducated person. But I do feel like this person, a sophisticated, it says woman. This person just might utilize, that's the other thing I found with Cartomancy. It is very like man, woman, woman, man. And, you know, like tarot tends to try to be a little more fluid about energy, masculine, feminine, yin, yang. So, I mean, to talk about woman, it could be specifically a woman in your life. It could be a man. It could be someone who's non-binary, doesn't have any, you know, they're very fluid. But they are going to utilize the aspects of what I would call more feminine energy here. So if they are feeling a little bit jealous of you, just be careful, because I feel like the ammunition that they would use is emotional. All right. And come on, like, let's be truthful. Women, I don't know, whenever I lunch monitor at the school, the worst issues are between the girls. I'm like, oh my God. I didn't play with other girls much growing up, to be honest, because I just couldn't deal with it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just going to hang out with the guys. We're just going to play tag and have a good time. But like, that's what I mean. Like, guys, if they are having an argument with each other, they might shove each other, get a little upset. Okay, boys, are you typically friends with each other? Yeah. Well, what did he do? He did this. Okay, well, why did you do that? Well, because he did that. Well, I thought he thought that. Okay, well, do you guys really still want to be friends? Or do you just need some time out? I want to be friends. Okay, then go play. With girls, oh my God. Well, she said this about me. And then she said that. And then she told me this. And then, like, that's that kind of gossipy energy, right? Like, you all just don't need to play with each other at all. So that's what I mean by that. Like, utilizing more of that kind of feminine ammunition. But you're off, you're going. I really feel like that person doesn't really have any effect on you. And they won't. Because I don't think that that's the way. Oh my God, you got another ace at the bottom, Scorpio. You are blasting out of the gates, right? So just be prepared, because some people will feel left behind. The ace of spades. A significant change. I have an exclamation mark on that. Something will end for something new to begin. And another exclamation mark. Oh, should we? Yeah, let's do it. I feel like we're on fire, Scorpio. I want to clarify a couple. I said I would, but this reading is just so awesome. I mean, it doesn't start off great, like, right? It's the Ten of Swords, but you're going to blast. You're going to blast through this. Fate will soon strike and impact your work or finances. You're being the King of Wands here, so you're getting into your destiny. Like, it's sneaky. It's the Seven of Pentacles and the Moon. Whatever this is, it is like a tower moment. And I think it's being created by you, but indirectly. I think by taking a certain sense of leadership in your life and utilizing some of the better aspects of you, your real strengths here, and utilizing them, it's actually creating on sort of a subconscious level and in your way of moving yourself towards your true destinations here, your true destinies. You're negotiating the unknown in an area that may have been really difficult to figure out, like to create a plan and do it. It's literally just freaking do it. It's like, yeah, it's like that Nike, like just do it. Just go and do your thing, and you're going to find yourself falling into your path. Okay, yeah, someone who will be the bearer of bad news with this Seven of Cups is your strength. Oh, shit. I just heard that you've already even maybe received this bad news. It's lit a fire under you. Whoa, that was so crazy how that came in so hard and fast. You've already seen, yeah, of course, because you've got the Ten of Swords. You've received some sort of bad news that's left you feeling defeated. But it's actually your strength. Oh, that's a weird visual in my head, but here we go. It's a little bit like, you know, doing some swimming lessons. Say you're a kid, adult, whatever. You're learning to swim, but you've kind of gotten so far in your level here. And you've got to tread water, I don't know, for 5 minutes straight. I can only do it for 3 minutes. And they said, it's okay. You know what? If you make it to the 3-minute mark, I'm going to throw out like a floaty device. So you can kind of hang on to that and just kick with your legs. You'll be okay. Okay, so you jump in and you're treading. This is all good. This is all good. This is all good. You get to the 3-minute mark. You're getting tired. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. Oh, damn. They pick up the floaty device and it's deflated. It's got a hole in it. I can't throw it out to you. But you got to keep going till 5 minutes. I can't. It's almost like that's the bad news. But because like it ends up pushing you to something that you never would have accomplished otherwise without it. That's exactly how this is showing up for you. Because now your focus is the King of Wands. God damn it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. My head above the water. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Oh, see? This is this. This is the universe. Your spirit guides who know you so well, knowing exactly how to push Scorpio's button. I'm going to light a fire under Scorpio. And I'm going to do it in a way that makes them feel blocked. And they're going to push through it like a son of a bitch. Screw this shit. That's exactly how you're being played by the universe. But they're playing you because they're your friends. They're your soulmates. They're your spirit guides that are working with you in this lifetime to get you somewhere. But they know you. They know you so well. They might even want to say know you better than you do, because even Scorpio, come on, even you guys have a bit of a veil here in the 3 dimension, this physical body, as opposed to the spirit realm that doesn't have that in front of them. So they're working for you here. They are working for you. Scorpio, I'm getting really hungry. I feel like this reading has really taken a lot of nutrients out of me. I need to eat something. I want to look at, yeah, I'm not even going to clarify that. This, I feel like you've already received this bad news. You're already past this point. It's a trigger point for you. Okay, a partner or friend who is undependable. They'll let you down. But look at, see this shitty news, this undependable, this indecisiveness is all pushed you. It's lit you up. It's about to light you up. You might not feel it right now because right now you're 10 of Swords, but it's lighting up your future. The 7 look at this. The 2 of Cups. Oh, it's putting you into alignment. This is a crazy reading. It's putting you into the good stuff, right? The good stuff. There's it is, like there, right there. It's finding the right ones. Put the bad ones away and focus on the good shit. I just want to look at this nasty little devil here. Nasty little, what do we call it? The mean girl. This is the mean girl. The Queen of Diamonds. Five of Cups and Queen of Cups. Yeah. That feels like, it honestly, like, it's what I said. Like, you were going off here. You got a brand new beginning. This is awesome for you. And this is that sort of almost like a past energy of someone seeing you going forward, and they're kind of left behind. And we're ending with the Five of Cups. That is so funny, because that's where we started this tangent, didn't we, Scorpio? I can't believe we're 50 minutes into this. You're leaving it behind and you're going forward to good stuff. Oh, look, the Five of Swords. Anything else? Oh, the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, you're going towards things that you can really put your focus and your work and your diligence into. You're walking away from something really shitty here. But you had to hit a trigger point to do it. Oh my God. You're still here with me. Yay. I gotta go do the extended now. I might have a little snack before I do that. Thank you so much, Scorpio. I love your energy. It was just so meant to be today with the catalyst of everything leading up to it, and almost like the climax and hitting the peak of the mountain with you. Thank you so much for being there for me, Scorpio. I love you guys so much. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.